The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What is going on, everybody, man? I hope everybody is having a great morning, man. We are back, baby. We are back. I've been gone for a couple days, man. We had a great space last night. Man, I missed all you guys, man. Couldn't stop talking in the space last night, man. Could have talked about crypto all night long, man. Missed every single one of you guys. But we was on that work retreat, had to hold back for a couple days. So, man, missed you guys, man. But we back today. We back this morning. Nice little break. But man, missed the grind here with you guys, man. Really did. What is up, Seiko? We are up, baby. We are up. We are at it. We are ready to do whatever we got to do this morning. We are ready to rock and roll. Elmo, what is up? Good morning, my brother, man. I hope you are doing well this morning. I know you're on the grind, man. I know you're on the grind. So, good morning to you, man. Good morning. Good morning, Doc. Good morning, man. I hope your trip was well, man. I hope you travel back safe. I hope all went according to plan. Man, it was a long space last night, Doc. You missed it, man, but we covered a lot, brother. We covered a lot. XXI Gaming, thank you, man. Thank you for being there last night the whole time, man. Great insight from you, man. Good morning to you. Good morning. I hope you're doing well this morning. Doc, I came in peace. Oh man, you came in peace, man. What's up with you and Doc, man? You guys got something going on, man. Like, well, what's up, man? Yo, it's Summers, man. Good morning, man. Good morning, man. How are you, man? I hope you're doing well. I'm going through the chat, making sure I don't miss anybody, man. But all right, Elmo, you driving, man? Cool, man. Cool, man. Be safe out there, man. Be safe. Man, I tell you guys, man. Got to tell you, man. It is so happy. I'm so happy to be back, man. Great to be home. Just tired. Yeah, I understand that, brother. I understand that, man. Being on the road will drive you crazy. Travel days will drive you crazy. I understand that, guys. I understand that. For those of you guys who don't know, I was on a work retreat that we have once a year, Monday and Tuesday. And I got home Tuesday and jumped on a space. So, yo, I get it. I know some of these MMA holders can be annoying. I got a take on that. We'll run through that probably today at 11:30. When Doc and I are on Twitter Spaces, we'll run through that. There's certain phases of a rollout. There's certain phases of implementation. There's certain phases of things that's got to happen. But and right now, MMAI is in that crucial phase, man. And it's this phase right here will dictate a lot of where the project goes, and how it's handled will dictate a lot of where the project goes. And it's just a phase that we're in, and there's going to be some There's going to be some frustration with this phase, but it's all about it's all about it's all about how this phase that they're in is handled, right? It's important. It's important. It's very, 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 very important when we're in, this phase right here. Hey, Crypto Mike, how are you, man? We you know, we're really in rollout phase. And when you're in rollout phase, you know, rollout phase can be complicated. It can be difficult. It can be it can be a little overwhelming because what you're looking for is you're looking for whatever you're rolling out, and in this case it's utilities, or it's metaverse game, whatever it may be. And people, they're ready. And at the same time, it's important that it's rolled out the right way, and that it's rolled out with caution. But it's also important that you don't rock your base when you roll it out, because any foundation, right? The foundation of anything, once that's cracked and once that's broken, the walls can't stand up. So, we gotta. This phase is important, and this is usually the phase where people get frustrated and people get impatient. But it's also a lot in how you handle the phase. How the leaders handle the phase is important. And the last thing that you want to do is rock the base, because without the base, without the foundation, you can never have a house. The walls will just keep caving in. So it's important that you take care of the base at the same time that you're doing rollout and implementation. And after a rollout and implementation will come adoption, right? That's the next phase, will be adoption. But this phase in any project rollout or in any project development, if anybody has any experience with project development at all, they know that this phase is the most important phase. You can't go anywhere until you get this phase right. MMAI is about to deliver big, and MMAI is about to live. You jumped on me, Doc. And MMAI is about to deliver big, and we'll all be happy, and hopefully patient for utilities to start. Yeah, I think that they're gonna deliver, but they're in this phase right now where it's so important. It's so important for not only the delivery but also the handling of the delivery. And I've had a couple days really to think about all of this. And patience is key, Mike, and I agree. But you can't. You can have the best product, and you can have the best strategy, but this is that important phase, right? This is that phase where you gotta hold your base strong. You gotta hold strong. Your base has gotta be with you, and they gotta be there, because you don't it's one of these things where it's just that this phase right now will dictate where the project goes. How we come through this phase right here will dictate the future of where we head. And got to handle it with caution. Got to proceed with caution. I go back to my project development. And how project development is laid out, and it right now we are where we are, and we are in the phase that we're in, and it's going to be a little touchy, and it's okay. It's supposed to be in this phase. It's supposed to be a little bit touchy, but the base is what you have to lean on, or the walls will always fall in. Doesn't matter what you do after that, the walls will fall in. So the base is where it's at during this phase, and we gotta. We'll talk about it today at 11:30. And it's the most important part of any project development, the phase that we're in right now, because if you rock your base, you'll never get to adoption. So you can never take the next step forward if you start rocking the base. So it's just it's just the phase that we're in, and every project goes through it, and every project deals with it a little bit differently. But there's no right way, there's no wrong way. But make no doubt, we're in the most crucial phase of any project development right now, and that's implementation. Muso, what's up, brother? What's up? What's up? What's up? So yeah, so that's what my quick take on that this morning, and we'll talk about it more at 11:30. And we'll keep this thing rolling. And markets look absolutely great today, guys. The stock market looks absolutely great. It's absolutely in the green. Yesterday was a little bit of a down day, but it looks like we're having a nice little bounce back today as stocks look like they want to rally. There was great earnings calls yesterday. Rivian had a great call yesterday. It looks like they're up in production. Everything just looks good. Everything looks really good in the stock market. The Asian markets, they closed okay last night. They closed okay, not too bad, nothing overwhelming. The European markets woke up this morning. They look absolutely great so far this morning as well, which leads us into our pre-markets, which look absolutely great as well. The markets themselves look absolutely phenomenal. And we'll get there. Big Watch, dude. What is up? What is up, my brother, man? What is going on? So hope you're good, man. Thanks for hanging with us last night, man. It was good, man. We had some good laughs. We had a great space last night. It was a little bit longer than what we usually do. But hey, that's what happens when I take a 2-day break. You guys are gonna have to deal with me for 3 hours, right? So it is what it is. Yes, right, Doc. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. We can get into this crypto news here in a minute. And we'll look at these markets. We'll figure out where it goes. Thank you for the kind words. Kind words last night. Yeah, Musa came up last night, man. He was talking, man. Like it was great to hear him. It was great to hear him come up, man. And he's usually in the background, man. And but man, it was great to hear him come up. And when he requested the mic, I was like, oh yeah, bring him up, man. But it was good last night. What was up with that hater, man? Yo, man, he hated crypto, man. He hated blockchain. Ken, good morning, Ken. How are you, man? Good morning. I hope you're well. But yeah, nah, man. He just was. It sounded like he got wrecked in a project or two, and he just when you get wrecked, like maybe he got wrecked, and life wasn't good for him. So, you'll have them guys, you'll have them people. It'll happen, man. And I don't think that he was accurate in what he was saying, but we had to let him talk. We had to let him talk for a little bit and get it out. We love you. We love you, Ken. We do, man. We miss you. Every time you're not around, man. We miss you, man. So we always worry about where Ken's at, man. But yo, Coinbase stock still is down. It's at $88.04, guys. They took a little bit of hit over the last couple weeks, but not too bad. Not too bad. They had that big run, and that big run up, and you had to expect some pullback from that, and that's kind of what you're seeing right now. Riot, which is the blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain stock that I'm high on. I think that this is probably in my opinion, the best one out there. There's other ones out there, but I think that this is the best one out there. It's up. It's at 1709. If you would have bought into this when we were first talking about it, you probably would have been around the $5 range, but it's up to 1709. This thing's going to run with Bitcoin. And as Bitcoin price goes up, the riot stock usually rides with it. So when it was down and we were first talking about it, when Bitcoin was down and we were first talking about it, it was right around that $5 area. So, but here it is right now. It's at 17. It's at 1709. Pretty nice gains off of that if you would have got in a little earlier. But I think that's, in my opinion, that's the best stock out there for a blockchain stock. There's other ones out there, so go ahead and do your own research. Take a look at them. They usually ride with Bitcoin, ride up and down, but it's a way to invest in Bitcoin on the stock market and kind of secure a little bit of money and still ride Bitcoin up and down as well. So you got the market cap for crypto right now sitting at about $1.18 trillion, guys. It's up about 1.8% over the 24-hour. The volume is sitting right around $40 million of 24-hour volume, guys. So we are on the way up. Right now, your trending coins on CoinMarketCap are Pepe, WorldCoin, and XRP, guys. So Pepe making a big move up. Here's the thing with Pepe that people don't understand. If Pepe can just make it to the bull run, Pepe's going to take off. But it's got to make it there, right? It's got to get there. It's got to make it there. I think my bet is that it'll make it there. My bet is that it'll be there. And if it is, you better buckle your seatbelts. And that's just my opinion, not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. But if Pepe can make it to the bull run, buckle your seatbelts, because this thing is about to explode. If it can do what it's doing right now in a bear market, if it gets to a bull, buckle your seatbelts. That's all I'm telling you. It's going to be one hell of a ride. Crypto Benny, good morning, brother. How are you, man? Good morning. Good. Good to have you back. Thanks, man. I'm happy to be back, man. I miss you guys, man. I was telling everybody like I miss you, and we had a drawn out space last night, way longer than what I'm usually on for. It's 3 hours, but man, we could have kept talking all night because I just miss talking crypto with you guys. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, brother. Good morning. I always get this wrong. Gimwick. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, DG. Nice to see you, man. I always get your name wrong, man. So if I'm butchering it, man, that's my bad, man. You can correct me. You can correct me in the chat. I was thinking the same thing about Pepe. Yeah, Ken. They just have to get to the bull run, right? So they just have to. Right now, the thing about it is they just have to survive, right? They just have to survive. That's all they have to do. And if they can survive, if they can get to the bull run, it's buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be a ride, man. That space was great. Thanks, Crypto. Thanks, Crypto Benny, man. Appreciate it, man. It was, like I said, I usually only try to hold you guys for an hour and a half, but man, it was we were into some stuff last night. You know what I'm saying? We were into some good conversation. Matt Mantis, good morning. How are you? Of course, my boy Fadaka had to bring up Volt, and I try to keep some of my opinions to myself. But when people, if people ask me a question, I answer the question. So it is what it is, right? Sometimes it just is what it is. But yeah, so Pepe, I just think that when it comes to Pepe, if they can just get to a bull run, like I do think it's game set match for that. I think that they are going to they're going to run. Will you ever see gains like you've seen in SHIB? It depends on what you talk about. If you talk about percent gains, probably not. SHIB, when you match it up from a percent wise, I don't think you'll ever see another token bust as many zeros as SHIB. When you think about market cap wise, what could it bust up in there? Yeah, sure it could. I mean, it outruns SHIB a lot now, just in market volume. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think it's going to be, if it can make it to the bull run, you watch out. Watch out. If SHIB runs and people move profits into Pepe, it will be yeah. People are always moving profits into Pepe. Ken, if you look at it, they're moving profits in and out of Pepe all day, every day, and they're moving them from other projects to in and out of Pepe. And there's no doubt you're going to see some SHIB profits coming to Pepe, because SHIB's going to run. SHIB's running now. SHIB's running now, so it'll run. People will move their profits. People will move their profits in and out of SHIB. It'll happen. Pepe's a risky hold. I would rather hold SHIB for the bull. Pepe's a risky hold. I think you have to diversify though. I think if you're in SHIB, you probably are in Pepe as well. My plan is to hold both. There you go, Ken. You got to hold both. You know what I mean? So, Crypto G. I'm Crypto G on Twitter. Okay. All right. Now that makes sense. Now that makes sense, brother. Now it's starting to come together. All right. So that makes sense, Doc. I got my answer. That makes sense, brother. That makes sense. That makes sense. Thanks, Crypto G. That makes a lot of sense to me. Better safe than sorry. I've started to accumulate Pepe on these dips. I did. I've started to accumulate Pepe on these dips. I think it's going to make it to the bull. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be good. And I'm not telling people it is a risky play. So I'm not telling people get in or get out of it, but it definitely is. For me, like I said, if they can just make it there, it's game, set, match for a lot of people. If they can make it there, they'll this is just my opinion, and we're just talking here. So don't come in here, a year later saying I said this or I said that, I told you to do this or I told you to do that. This is my opinion. If Pepe can make it to the bull run, it'll be the top gaining meme during the bull run. Question for you, Daniel. How many projects can be built on ETH before it becomes slow and congested? I don't know if there's an exact number. It's more about volume. It's more about how much volume can they handle, right? And this is why when you get to a bull market, right, or you get to an up market, gas fees are through the roof. It's because they can't handle the amount of volume that's coming through, and it slows the network down and it bogs the network down. And in order for your transactions to go through, cost you more, right? So it's really not about the projects. It's about it's not about the number of projects. It's about the amount of volume. You think about it when who was minting out? Was it Leash or Satoshi's or whatever it was minting out on the Ethereum blockchain? Gas fees were like $1,000. It was because they couldn't handle the volume that was on the Ethereum network. It wasn't the necessarily number of projects. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that Pepe dip. It got some more room down. Yeah, it does. XXI. I think all the memes have some more room down on them. But like I said, right now they're just hanging on. Like, in a lot of these memes are just hanging on and trying to make it to the bull run. And Pepe's probably in the best position to hang on. There's probably not another meme out there that's in a better position to hang on. there's a lot of haters. Hater plays player than Pepe. That this at this moment. At this moment, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Yeah. Yeah, there is. I don't think a lot of these memes that are out here right now will even see the bull run. Pepe will. Pepe will. That's just my opinion. I'm waiting for everything to go down. I think we're gonna see a dip in the market, and we'll get to some of that in a minute. We'll get to some of that in a minute. I think we're in the middle of a credit crisis that's about to kill us. Of course, this shit's a this shit's a movie, a movie doc. Uh, don't get stuck, don't get stuck on one scene. Just loving, yeah, it is. Crypto is a movie, man, and it's one of these things where the pages just keep on turning, like they said, the wheels just keep on turning, right? They just keep on turning. We living in we living in a matrix. Some people might call it the matrix. Some people might call this movie a nightmare. You know what I mean? True story. But we are, man. It's an ever evolving scene, right? We're always changing. It seems like every day we're changing the scene. It's something when it comes to crypto. But the best thing to do is diversify. If you have all your eggs in one basket, then you're probably in trouble. Don't get stuck in this game. This game, man. No, don't get stuck, man. You get that if you're not diversified, you'll end up probably with that black screen of death. Like your screen will probably go black on you, and you'll probably be in a lot of trouble. You need to diversify. Facts, Ken. I'm out here. I'm out here dodging bullets. This game's always about dodging bullets, man. It really is, man. This Matrix, it is, man. And we're in this game, right? Like we're all here. We're all playing it together. It's just a matter of what scene you're in, and my scene is like, I don't know. Like, I'm a big diversify. Make sure you're diversified. Like if you're just stuck in one project or in one part of the cryptocurrency atmosphere. Let's just say that you just invest in blockchain, or you just invest in NFTs, or if you just invest in Bitcoin, you're probably in trouble. You better diversify. Yeah, XXI, I can't see that. I can't see that Doge. Doge in my wallet. I can't see my wallet without Doge and SHIB. So I gotta hold them both. You gotta pay respect to I always pay respect to the OGs of the game, and know that eventually the OGs will come back through at some point and drop some knowledge on the game. And I think SHIB and Doge will come back through at some point and they'll drop their 10x on the game, and let everybody know that they're still here. I see a 10x out of both of them in the next bull. I think that's where they'll top out, though. I can't hear you. I can't hear you now. Now, Doc. Damn that. He says that. But and that's what I mean about the difference between Pepe and SHIB. I think Pepe's got a lot more room to run than SHIB, but I don't think SHIB's done running. I don't think Doge is done running. I don't think Floki's done running in the bull run. They're staples of the game. Watch out for the monogram brawl. Yeah, I got my I got my folded chairs ready. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man. I'm not even gonna go there, man. That's gonna be interesting, man. I'm not even that Dr. Rob buying on the low. Oh, I know. He's buying on the low, man. He's buying on the low. His bags of Pepe are probably bigger than mine. All right, let's get into this thing, guys. Bitcoin, guys, sitting at a whopping 29,800, man. Are we gonna touch that 30,000 mark today? Are we gonna touch this 30,000 mark today? I think we might. I think we're going to get close. If we touch it, I don't think we'll stay there, right? If we touch it, I don't think we'll stay there. I think it's kind of like that quick touch and go. If we touch it, take some profits because we're probably going to come back down. We're probably going to touch that 30,000 and come off of that. It's up about 0.6% right now, 1.7% on a 24 hours. So it definitely has a big move up in it. Ethereum sitting at about $1,860, up about 0.05%, about 1.4% on the 24 hour. Are we going to touch the 1900 today? That is the key. That's the key number. I don't think we'll get there. I think we're going to touch that $1,880, and we're probably going to bounce off of that and probably consolidate somewhere up in there. So BNB, guys, BNB sitting at $243, down about 0.2% on the hour, but it is up about 0.22% on the 24 hour. Let's talk about BNB in a story that I don't have up, but one that you guys better pay attention to. Binance is the first exchange approved to sell Bitcoin in El Salvador, guys. And El Salvador is a Bitcoin hub, right? So the fact that Binance is the first one to approve to really be out there in El Salvador and really making moves, that is a big move for Binance. And Binance just continues to load up these countries that are with them and supporting them, guys. So what's going on here with Binance in the United States is basically irrelevant to their business plan, much like XRP's business plan when it was being sued by the SEC, guys. So Binance is making huge moves, guys. XRP sitting at a whopping 64 cents, guys, up about 0.4% on the hour, about 4.2% on the day. So when XRP was down to like 62, 63 cents, if that was your guys' entry point for this next move up, key here is, will Binance touch that 70-cent line again, and can it hold that 70-cent line today? I don't think it will today. I think we're probably going to see a price right around 67, 68 cents. We're going to see if we can hold that sideways for a little while and then move up to that 70-cent range and then hold that and then hopefully move up to the 73-cent range. And if we can hold the 73-cent range, we will start moving back up into that 81-cent range, guys. So XRP's got some work to do, but it's definitely on the way up today. So great story from XRP. I hope if you didn't get in our XRP, I hope you at least bought the dip the other day. It was at a great price. Talked about it a little bit, sitting at a great price though, around that 60, 62, 63 cent range for some accumulation. Polygon, guys, sitting at 69 cents. It is definitely on its way up. This thing was definitely down in the low 60-cent range. Perfect entry point for people. Perfect entry point or perfect time to load up on them bags. Up about 0.07% on the hour, about 2.3% on the 24-hour, guys. But definitely taking a move to the upside. Litecoin, guys, sitting about 83 cents. $83.98. We talked about the Litecoin halving. I gave you guys my take on the Litecoin halving and where we're at, and it's playing itself out. The top of Litecoin I thought was $100 before the halving, and it is definitely on its way down since the halving, and that just seems to be the trend for Litecoin halvings. Is you get the high a month before the halving, and then it's downhill from there. So playing out like it usually plays out. So no surprise there. No surprise. Chainlink, guys, $7.64 right now, up about 0.2% on the hour, up about 3.3% on the 24-hour. We do have some news about Chainlink and Coinbase, Coinbase's blockchain working together. Great, great partnership there, I think. But it's bigger than that. Chainlink has that new utility that we'll talk about that is not only can be connected to Base, but can be connected to any other blockchain. And I think that it will be. Chainlink just continues to outdevelop everybody else in the market, guys. I don't know how else to put that, but that's my opinion. Is Chainlink just continues to outdevelop any other blockchain that's currently in the market with where they're going. Their interoperability upgrade set them apart from everybody else at this point in the game. And that's not saying that other people can't catch up, but they're gonna have to catch up. Stellar at 14 cents, up about 0.3% on the hour, about 2% on the 24 hour. So Stellar just continues to hold its position where it's at. It has great price action right now. This thing was down to about 13% a couple of days ago. 13 cents a couple of days ago. Could have jumped in there a little higher for my blood, but I've been in Stellar for a while, so I wouldn't jump in that high because I'm not going to DCA up. I only DCA down. But it was a good entry point if you're looking for a quick swing trade on Stellar. But Stellar just continues to hold this position and continue to make waves. Aptos, guys, got to talk about Aptos real quick. Sitting at about $6.73 right now. It is definitely down. And the reason that it's down is they have about $30 million in tokens that are about to come unlocked. And the whole key is what is going to happen with these $30 million in tokens. And, this is one of the disadvantages of locking tokens up. We talked a little bit about this yesterday on the space. When you lock tokens, ultimately they come unlocked. And when they come unlocked, there's always that fear. There's always a fear in the market of what's going to happen to the tokens that come unlocked. $30 million came unlocked in Aptos. And obviously, the fear in the market is that these will end up in the open market and it's reflected in their price. So locking tokens up is good for the short term, but you have to anticipate when they come unlocked that there's going to be some negative sentiment around that. So everything that's good ain't always great in the long run, but you got to wade through these storms, and Aptos continually falls down the charts because of this. And it will continue to fall down the chart until you can figure out what is going on with these tokens. Chronos sitting at about 5 cents, 5.7, guys, actually, to be exact. It's up about 0.3% on the hour, about 0.7% on the 24 hour. I believe Chronos in the next bull run will be an absolute mover. And I am accumulating more and more as we go down this line of Chronos. It's probably Chronos and Jasmine are probably the two right now that I am looking to accumulate the most of. I am also looking to increase my Chainlink bags as often as I possibly can. Chronos is on my list. Jasmine's on my list. And I'm definitely looking to upgrade my positions there in them three tokens. Definitely looking to do that. Let's take a look and see where the memes are at right now, guys. The number one meme on the market right now by market cap is Doge. Continues to hold on to that number one spot, guys. The number two is SHIB. SHIB and Pepe will fluctuate this spot. Pepe coming in at number 3 early this morning for meme coins. Bone coming in at number 4. Big move up for Bone. Now they're starting to retrace just a little bit. Floki coming in at number 5, guys. So there's your top 5. You have Doge in the number 1 spot, SHIB in the number 2 spot, Pepe in the number 3 spot, Bone in the number 4 spot, and Floki in the number 5 spot when it comes to meme tokens, guys. So there is your top 5 meme tokens. Is anybody ever going to come up in that top 5 and take over? We shall see. It will be interesting. Got our bubble charts here. Look at Pepe, up 11.9% on the day. Can't argue with them gains. They're real. Yeah. Yeah, Doc, you ain't crazy. We know. We know. We already know. Uh, I would hold. I would hold more Shiv than Pepe. It depends. Depends on what you're looking for, right? Uh, you guys are on each other. Dr. Robert XXI going at it today. I put 10K 10K in Crow. 10K in Crow though. I'll put 10K in Crow. Crow's gonna be the winner. Crow's gonna be huge in the next bull market though. I just believe that. It is Summers. What do you got, man? I still I still don't feel like that that new on Binance. I still don't feel like news on Binance is bullish. Is bullish news. They are also pulling out. They're pulling out of. Yeah, they are pulling out of places. Binance is pulling out of certain countries that aren't profitable, right? Or don't have clear clear guidance, right? They've been through this song and dance and this rodeo in the United States. They're not looking to go through this song and dance and this rodeo in other countries. So they are pulling out of places. But if you look at the markets that they're getting in, they're better markets. They're in Dubai. They actually have the platinum license in Dubai. Now they're in El Salvador. Them are much better markets than what they're actually pulling out of. So getting kicked out. Summers. The only country that Binance has only been really kicked out of is the United States and the European Unions. And if you get kicked out of the United States, usually you'll get kicked out of the European Unions. But Binance doesn't really care. Just like XRP doesn't really care. That's a drop in a bucket to them. Binance US was a small exchange. When you look at the pure volume of it, they were small. It's not really going to affect their bottom line. And that's the problem. A lot of people here in the United States think that it's a huge deal that Binance US basically will cease to operate in the United States. It's when you look at their balance sheet, it's a small piece of their balance sheet. People in the United States have a complex as if the United States is the only way, and it's by far not the only way. Look at XRP, and then look at what Binance is doing. They're just continuing to build outside of here. Every bit of news in crypto is bullish. Is bullish for a day. Yeah, every bit of news is bullish for a little while, and then you come back down to reality, right? LeGrand, good morning, brother. Good morning. True Ken. Yeah, every bit is new for every bit of news is good for a day. So it and then it's like a fart in the wind, right? Yeah, I guess that. So I'm gonna DCA and I'm gonna DCA in NAP. Have a good morning. Have a good morning, everybody. You're gonna DCA into a nap. All right, man. Have a good morning, man. Have a good morning, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. No more staking. No more staking for me. I'm not staking anything. I'm not staking a thing. I got burned when I staked Crow, and I'm not gonna stake anything else. I'll never stake again. I'll never stake anything. It's never gonna happen for me. I don't care what the return on investment is. I don't care how safe people say it is. I'm not staking anything. If there's an auto stake, that's different. Where if I just have to hold it in my wallet in order to get rewards. Algorand did that on Coinbase wallet. I'll do that, but I'm not staking nothing. I'm with you, Ken. I ain't staking shit. So, I'm not getting caught again. I'm not getting caught in the mess again. I lost a lot of money when I staked Crow, and Crow ran. And by the time my stake was done, I was selling at break-even prices, and I watched money leave my wallet. because I was thinking, and I'm not doing that. I'm not in this game to give money back. I'm in this game to take money. I'm trying to take my money. So Pepe continues to move up today. It's up to 12% on the day. Crypto market looks really good. It's really in the green. It looks really good. We'll come back to that in a minute. So here's what we're talking about, guys. Chainlink's price feed are now live on Base, and this price feed from Chainlink is it's basically a new product that they just launched the other day, and it's part of their upgrade as far as interoperability goes. And this is for really monetization of of tokenized assets, right? Moving tokenized assets from blockchain to blockchain to blockchain, and doing so with this price feed, right? And this is the direction of the future, is monetizing assets and being able to move them from blockchain to blockchain to blockchain. Chainlink has pulled this off in its interoperability upgrade. Nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is pulling this off. Nobody else is even in this discussion right now. So of course Chainlink, of course Coinbase and Base would jump on this, because they are trying to tokenize their stocks right now. And it's not going to surprise me when other blockchains jump on this technology from Chainlink and use it, because tokenized assets are the wave of the future, and being able to move them across blockchains is going to be super, super, super important. Chainlink sees the future of this. They developed this and they rolled it out, and quietly in the background, Chainlink just continues to roll out developments and continues to roll out upgrades to their blockchain. And a lot of people are sleeping on it. A lot of people still don't believe, but by the time you do believe, you might be priced out of the market. How about PNDC? Wadi talked a little bit about that yesterday. I didn't get in, and I damn sure ain't gonna get in now, because that thing shot up to the moon, Curtis. So I told Wadi yesterday, I'm not buying on green candles. I'm not doing it. I don't care how much people think that they say that it's going to go up. Curtis, I'm not buying on green candles. So any government crypto update, Daniel? Yeah, we got Chainlink update there, guys. So that's kind of where Chainlink is separating itself. Here's another one. Gemini. Gemini teases major XRP announcement, guys. So I believe Gemini will list XRP. This just came out yesterday or today. I can't even remember, but Gemini teases. They keep teasing this XRP announcement. They're going to list XRP. It's just a matter of time. People sleep on the Gemini exchange. It's a tier 1 exchange. There's big money that trades over here on Gemini, and with the Winklevoss twins, they will list XRP. It'll happen. It's just a matter of when. And when they do, I think you will see a boost in the XRP price. It will happen. It will happen. So I think that's going to happen. Just a quick Avalanche update here. Avalanche is actually launching a Web3 contract list launchpad, guys. So basically, you don't gotta have a smart contract to launch in the Avalanche cloud, and they're going to give companies 24-hour tech support with this. So Avalanche is starting to try to innovate itself into these little pockets of crypto, and this one's going to be interesting, and we're just going to touch on it real quick because we don't really talk a lot about Avalanche here. But Avalanche, this no code Web3 launchpad, something that I think that they may be a little bit ahead of their time on this, but I'm definitely going to watch it and see how it takes off. But I think this may be one technology that's out before the industry's actually ready, right? But we'll see what happens, right? They may be ahead of their time on that one. We talked about PayPal and Nauseam yesterday, but PayPal as it enters the stablecoin realm. I'm big on this. I think that this is good. I think that PayPal entering the stablecoin market with the backing of Paxos is huge. And I think it's going to set the stage for a lot of other companies to roll out their own stablecoin. I think you'll see a Zelle stablecoin. I think you'll see a Cash App stablecoin. I think you're going to see all that stuff roll out pretty quick here. And PayPal has jumped in front of everybody with this, but I like it. You know, people hate it because they say it's got the back door to be able to freeze your funds. It does. There's no doubt about it. But you know what? When you have hackers and you have people out here doing malicious stuff, you know, there needs to be a way to freeze these wallets. You know, USDC has a way to freeze your wallets. USDT has a way to freeze your wallets. You know, PayPal is no different. Everybody's out here flooding them, you know, the code on the back that they can freeze your wallets. Well, every other stablecoin has a way to freeze your wallets too. So it's no different. And your bank has a way to freeze your bank account. So what the hell is the difference, right? So, but I do like PayPal jumping into this arena. I think this is about mass adoption. This thing's going to be huge. You know, for mass adoption. So I like it. I like it. I'm bullish on it. I think it's great news. The U.S. credit card debt suppresses $1 trillion. This right here is what we have to watch. This right here is where I think the economy itself is going to fall down. Right. This is where I think not only the United States but the whole European nation economy is in trouble. And this is what will crash the market. The U.S. credit card debt suppresses $1 trillion, right? So as interest rates go up, as these things start to happen, and people start to make less money, and inflation starts to continually go up, what you're going to see is people defaulting on their credit card debt. They're going to be defaulting on their loan debt. They're going to be defaulting on all these debts. And I keep saying to people, pay attention, because you can't keep going the way that we're going and racking up this debt before ultimately you got to pay up. Ultimately, you got to you got to pay the piper. You got to pay the cost, right? And this is what I think nobody's really talking about, but it's going to crash the economy, right? So before we're in the next bull run, this is going to crash the economy. This is where you're going to see the next downturn in all of the markets, right? It's all based around credit card debt, and it's going to be based around loan debt. And it's staring us right in the face. It's coming right at us. And a lot of people are just so blind to the fact that they don't even want to see it. But you're talking about $1 trillion in credit card debt. And you look at the state of where the American people are at right now, who's paying that back? People can't afford to pay that back. But yet at the same time, it's the people's fault too. I mean, you're living off your credit cards, you're living off your debt, you know, you're living a lifestyle that you can't afford. You know, so it's a mixture of both, right? It's a mixture of the economy right now and where people are at and what they're making. And it's also a mixture of people just living straight up out of their means. PayPal stablecoin is worthless to me. I want them to create coins. I can make money on. A stable coin is a stable coin, right? Like, you're not gonna make any money on it, but I can tell you what, a lot of people will be happy when you're able to onboard and offboard with it, or you're able to send a whole, or stores accept it. Stores will accept a PayPal stablecoin before they accept USDC or anything else. I'm telling you right now, you go into the stores, how many of them say, we accept PayPal as a payment? Well, pretty soon they're going to accept PayPal stablecoin. And PayPal has a much, much, much deeper root in retail than anybody else in the market. So, that's the value of PayPal stablecoin. Plus, you're able to onboard and offboard with it. And that may become very, very important as the government starts to narrow down on these centralized exchanges. Being able to onboard and offboard through PayPal, Zelle, Cash App is going to be important. It may play a key role in where we're going. And not to mention, a lot of younger people, they don't use banks. They use PayPal, they use Cash App, they use Zelle. They don't use their traditional banking system. So, it's part of the evolution. PayPal still have that system that allows them to block you to block your bank. Yeah, I think so. I think they still have it. That's crazy, Ken. Yeah, I think they still have that system, Ken. But I think that's why I think the more and more stable coins that come out, the better off you're going to be, because some people love PayPal, some people hate it. Me personally, I don't care. As long as I'm able to do what I need to do, either on PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, doesn't matter to me. The rest is irrelevant. Lots of banking, lots of bankruptcies, and foreclosures. Foreclosures could follow. Yeah, I think so. Like when you're sitting on the U.S. Credit card debt is sitting on $1 trillion right now. So ultimately, at some point, somebody's going to have to pay that back, right? And that's what's going to crash the economy because they can't afford to pay it back. And you're going to see, this is all solely based around where we are as an economy and where we are as a lifestyle and where we are as interest rates. It's all kind of rolled together. Kelcher, good morning. Good morning. It's all kind of rolled together. And when you look at it, it's what's going to crash the economy. It helps. It helps crypto advance. It does. It helps for mass adoption. I mean, at the end of the day, whether we like PayPal or whether we don't, they have a big in when it comes to retailers. And at the end of the day, if you can go pay with a PayPal stablecoin, at a store, why the hell, why not? That helps with adoption. Hey DG, you hit the nail on the head. It jumped on me. You hit the nail on the head. Love PayPal because it gives it gave me an off ramp when I cash out. Yeah, I live in New York, so my on ramps and off ramps are limited, right? And I can on ramp and off ramp through PayPal. I can on ramp and off ramp through Cash App because they have Bitcoin. But obviously, I can use Coinbase. Obviously, I can use Gemini. Stuff like that. But they're limited, my on ramps and off ramps. So PayPal gives that opportunity. I can send ETH there. I can send Bitcoin there. I can send a lot. So I'm able to get it to my bank account. I won't spend in MACD, Starbucks. Starbucks don't have Facebook or infrastructure open PayPal. No way I join in it doesn't. Some people, it's not for some people, right, Ken? Like it's just not. But if you have a PayPal account and I have a PayPal account and I'm able to send you a PayPal stablecoin as a payment really quick and really fast, that helps crypto mass adoption. It just does. There's just no way around it. People can argue about it all they want, but there's no way around it. It helps mass adoption, and that's what we want, right? That's where we want. That's what we want. That's where we're trying to go. And people argue about they got the ability to freeze your account, and that's a big deal. Well, how many stories have we sat here and talked about where USDT or USDC froze hackers' accounts, right? Like it's no different, right? It's no different. And PayPal has an issue when they came out and they started to block people because of their beliefs or what they were saying and stuff like that. And I understand that, and I get that. And but it doesn't take away from the fact that the PayPal stablecoin, soon to be Zello stablecoin, soon to be Cash App stablecoin, are all part of mass adoption. Timsky, good morning, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, the DGs, we are back at it. Shib to the motherfucking moon. Shib is on a run, man. Shib is on a run. Shib's about to bust a zero today. We'll get back to that. Ignore me. Ignore me. I'm a DJ. Okay, man. We're all DJs. We're all DJs, brother. It's just a matter of what we're gonna DJ into, right? We're all DJs. So, here's the other issue right here, guys, when it comes to stablecoins, right? The state banks can issue, hold, or transact crypto stablecoin payments, right? So what the Fed is saying in this in their statement here is that before a bank can make payments, hold any type of crypto, make payments in any type of crypto, or issue any type of crypto stablecoin, they have to go through a federal approval process for that. Now, the issue with that is they don't have a clear path to federal approval, right? So they want this. They want the banks to get approval. They want the banks to come to them. They want the banks to do all this, right? But there's no clear path, right? And that is the issue. And I believe that banks will be completely compliant with the Fed's request if they know what they have to do in order to get approval. And this is the issue, and this has always been the issue, right? This has been the issue with every cryptocurrency exchange. It's been the issue with every cryptocurrency, is that there's no clear path, right? And it's no different here. Like, I don't think that JP Morgan, Chase, I don't think that JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all the big banks are going to do anything, right, to not be compliant if they know how to be compliant, and this is a problem, right? So this is another way of stalling banks from transaction with stablecoin, and this piggybacks right up to the PayPal conversation that we just had, right? So here you go. PayPal's doing it. The other online, I call them online banks, PayPal, Cash App, and Zello, you bank, you can do everything you need to do through them apps as far as banking. You don't need a brick and mortar bank. This is why they're going to be successful. It's because the feds are doing things like this with no clear path, and it puts these brick and mortar banks like your Chase, like your Wells Fargo and all them, it puts them behind the curve, not in front of the curve. I don't like how PayPal thinks they have the right to find somebody. Gold. I agree. They have a public image, right? They have a public perception image that they need to overcome, right? There's no doubt about that. We're not going to sit here and dance around that subject. But at the end of the day, they still can push their stablecoin forward with success because they have a ton of users and they have a ton of market share. Cash, what is up? Good morning, Cash. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And at the end of the day, people have a choice to participate or not participate, and that's the beauty of it, right? You have a choice. You can either participate in it or not participate in it, and that's fine. Maybe you don't participate in PayPal, but maybe you participate in Zello. Maybe you participate in Cash App. And all of that is good. That's the beauty of it. Like, you have a choice. You have a choice. Participate or don't. and or wait for the next one to roll out. But make no doubt, when it comes to stable coins, the feds will put the brick and mortar banks behind the eight ball with stuff like this. This right here, the requirement that they get a federal approval before they can issue or transact in a stable coin is not the problem, right? The problem is, how do banks do this? How do they go about getting this approval, right? And the Fed has not laid that out. So right now, immediately your banks waking up today are behind PayPal. So think about that for a minute. They're behind PayPal, right? And Paxos has come out and said that PayPal is not the last stablecoin that they're going to back, and they're not the last one that they're working on, which leads you to believe, we know that Zello was working on a stablecoin. We know that Cash App was working on a stablecoin. We know that Amazon has been working on cryptocurrency, right? So this puts the banks behind. So this definitely cannot make the banks happy, right? And we know that the banks control a large portion of the stock market. They basically control the United States and a lot of the European nations, because they control the money. I'm pretty sure that they're on the phone today making some phone calls asking what the hell is going on, and how can we fix this, because it doesn't work. Um, will it be a blanket will it be a blanket approval, or per transaction per transaction? No, I think this is going to be a blanket approval. The banks have to apply to the Fed. I guess somehow, some way, the banks are still unclear on how they're going to do this. They have to apply to the Fed. They have to show what stable coins they're going to use. They're going to have to show how they're going to back them, and then they're either going to get a yes or a no, I guess. So if Bank of America decides that they're going to use SDT, and Wells Fargo decides that they're going to use USDC, then we're going to be two different applications and two different ways, and basically that's all they're going to be able to transact in, is what they're approved to transact in, and what they can show that they have backing on, and then go from there, I guess. But I guess if you want to add another stable coin, like let's say somebody releases a stable coin, and you think that it's as a bank, you think that it's good, do you have to reapply? Like that pathway is unclear, right? Or is it just an amendment to your contract? But it's not per transaction, Timsky. It's not per transaction. They're going to be approved to operate in certain cryptocurrencies. Me personally, I think the banks are wasting their time. I think the best thing for them to do is to just go out, create their own stable coin, and only transact through their bank with their own stable coin, and just say, forget it. We're done with this. We're not doing this anymore. We're just going to create our own. Wells Fargo will have one. Bank of America have one. JP Morgan will have one. Fidelity will have one. You say, okay, if you want to offboard into or out of our bank, you're going to have to utilize our stable coin. It's why as a bank, why would I want to sit here and jump through all these hoops, right? Why would I want to do that? Is this the this is the government's way of trying to prevent another Silvergate or crypto bank? Yeah, I think so, Big Wise. I think this is their way of overseeing the cryptocurrency that are flowing in and out of a bank, so that a bank's not over leveraged or under leveraged when it comes to their assets. When it comes to their cryptocurrency assets, I think this is a way for them guys to monitor that. But I also think it's a way for them guys to make sure that your onboarding and your offboarding of cryptocurrency is reported appropriately to the IRS. And like I always say, and I say it here, like people get so bogged down into what they think the governments are gonna do. The governments don't care what the hell you do on DeFi. They don't even care how much money you make. What they care about is when you go to offboard that income, are you paying taxes on it? And is there a way to track that taxes, right? You can make $35 million in DeFi. They don't care. What they care is when you go to offboard that into your bank account, are you paying taxes on that $35 million, right? That's what they care about, right? People get bogged down into the nonsense, right? Oh, I think this, or I think that, or they want to regulate this or they want to regulate that. No, they don't. They want their money. At the end of the day, that's what they want. And if they can control the banks onboarding and offboarding process, they can control the taxes. And ultimately, if you narrow it all down, that's what they're getting at. That's what they're trying to do. That's why they had a problem with XRP. Because XRP had the ability to onboard and offboard basically right to your bank. And they've done that in other countries. And that scared the hell out of the European nations, including the United States. And they had to stop them. They had to slow them down because they didn't have a way. They didn't have a way to offset that. They didn't have a way to track that. And I think that all of this stuff right here, stablecoin bill, making the banks register, it's all a way to collect taxes. And here's the thing: if you're paying your taxes the right way, none of this stuff worries you. It only worries you if you're trying to skate the system. They're like a street thug. They just want their money. They do. They just want their cut. That's it. They just want their cut. And if you're paying your cut, right? If you're following the law and you're paying your cut the way that you're supposed to pay it, none of this stuff bothers you. It only bothers you if you're not paying your cut, because now eventually you're gonna get caught out there, right? Eventually, much like a street thug, right? Eventually you're gonna get caught out there. That lifestyle is gonna catch up with you, and you're gonna have to pay the price at some point. I'm a little worried. Ken, you don't gotta say why, but we know why. Oh, that's funny. But ultimately that's what it's about, right? And I mean, people can dance around it and they say, well, I don't agree with this. And then when you really dig down into the details about why they don't agree with something, it's usually not because of what they're trying to do. Usually it's because of what they have the ability to be exposed for. But they want their cut, man. And I mean, at the end of the day, shouldn't we all be paying our cut? I mean, I don't know. Like, if you keep it on the DeFi side, I'm all about not paying, just not paying taxes on it, as long as it's on the DeFi side. I'm cool with that. Like, I think that's appropriate, right? But I think as soon as you offboard it, then you got to do what's right, depending on what country you live in. I'm hella worried. Oh, Doc. Doc, I know you are, man. Big wise dude. But I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Like, I don't care. Like, if you make tons of money on a DeFi side, like, I think you should be good. Like, I don't think that any of that really should play a factor into what goes on your tax side, because when you think about it, like, who's to say where that money was made, right? Like, was it made, with a company that's based overseas? Well, which taxes do you pay? Do you pay the United States taxes, or do you pay the, Korean taxes, or do you pay the Asian taxes, or you know what I mean? So all that's too hard to try to wrap your head around. But it's not hard to wrap your head around where you offboard, right? And at the end of the day, like if it's a 30% capital gains tax or 20%, or depending on where you live, 15%, or whatever, once you onboard, you owe that money, and you know there's just no way around that. Like, people hate it and they don't like it, but you owe that money. Uh, I give back 10% to to church, 5% to taxes. Oh man, you got to get the max deductions, right? So make sure you're getting the max deductions. So let's go ahead and take a look at this market before we get out of here. Market's still green. Market still looks good. The pre-markets still look amazing. Let's see what the European market's doing. They're a little ahead of us. So they still look good. They still look like they're actually performing well. So we like that. The crypto market still sitting at that one. It's actually gone up. It's 1.19 trillion. The crypto market's actually starting to skyrocket a little bit today. I think we're going to have a good day. I think it's going to be a great day in the market today. I think prices will continue to rise. They're already coming up this early in the morning as we're starting to wake up, as the Americans are starting to wake up. It's actually up about 1.94% right now on the 24-hour. So I think we're gonna have a good day in the market. It's gonna be a good profit taking day. Like, make sure you guys are taking profits. Make sure you're not leaving money sitting on the table. Make sure you're securing your investments. Make sure you're taking them profits, guys. There's nothing wrong with taking profits. Nothing. Matter of fact, I encourage you to take profits. Make sure that you take profits. Right. That's the only way you can secure your money. It doesn't matter what you have that in your wallet, in your DeFi wallet. It doesn't count in your, it doesn't count till it gets to your bank account, guys. So make sure you're taking your profits. Make sure you're securing your money. Make sure you're getting your money back to your bank account and back to your spending account as quick as you can. Don't be somebody else's exit liquidity. No doubt, Dr. Rob up in here. We got 40% back for for charitable goods. I try to max my charitable donations out every year, man. I try to, I look at the tax code every year and I say, well, what's the max this year? And I try to max it out. Why not? Why not take the deduction, right? Why not? So the market looks good today. Take profits, guys. Don't be scared to take profits. Remember, you can always buy back in on the dip, but make sure you're securing your bags, right? Make sure you're securing your bag and you're securing your position. That's the only way you know that you're safe, when you can get your money out quick, right? So that may mean leaving profits in for the ride, but make sure that you get your initial investment out quick, and then that way, you're always safe, right? You're always safe. You're always okay. It's less stress when you're safe in an investment than when you're knee deep in an investment trying to get your way out, right? So, just take your profits, and even if you take them little by little, just make sure you're taking them, right? So, make sure that you're securing you make sure you're securing your own financial well-being, because at the end of the day, this is crypto, and what's booming today could be in a shitter tomorrow. So, take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of your face at the given moment, whether that's a buy opportunity or whether that's a profit taking opportunity. And today looks like it's a profit taking opportunity. So take advantage of that, even if it's little by little, and make sure you're securing your bag. Man, it has been absolutely great to get back on here and hang out with my DGs, hang out with my people. I can't wait to do this again tomorrow morning. We do have a Twitter space at 11:30 with me and Doc, and we're going to be talking about MMAI and where they're at, and whether people are frustrated or whether they're holding. We talked a little bit about this earlier. My take is that MMAI is just at a crucial stage of development of where they are right now. and it's the most important phase, and it's the touchiest phase. And it's one of the in this phase, a lot of times will make or break your project, right, on how you handle it. So it's the most crucial phase, and that's the rollout phase and the implementation phase. And it's okay for people to be frustrated. It's okay for people to question things. It's okay for people to be a little antsy, right? Especially in this phase of development. And if you know anything about development, you know what I'm talking about. Then in this phase, you expect that. But it's all about how you handle it. It's all about securing your base and making sure that your base is strong. If your base isn't strong, the rest of your house always wobbles. So make sure your base is strong. Make sure that communication's good. All that good stuff that goes along with implementation and rollout. And I just think that that's where MMAI is right now, and they're in this touchy phase. And we'll talk a little bit more about it at 11:30. But it's the most crucial phase, I believe, in any development, whether it's project development, whether it's project development, whether it's rollout of a new market, whether it's rollout of a crypto. This is the phase right here where a lot of times it makes or breaks what you got going on. Gold, me too, man. I'm holding 4. So I'm holding 4. I'm holding 4 different ones. So I'm in there with you, man. Any doubting Thomas is here. Ask yourself would your team have sucked 3 million into MMAI if they didn't know what the outcome would be. Yeah, that's a good question. It's a good question, Ken. It's a good question. But it's just where we are, right? We're in a crucial phase, and like I said, we'll talk about it today. It's this phase right here is vital. It's vital for the project. It's vital in how the project moves forward. And I think that we're going to be successful. I think we have the right people around us to be successful. I think we have the right team around us to be successful. I think we have the ability to be successful, right? But, ultimately this is crypto, and certain things need to happen in order for us to be successful. And I think that they will. But we got to acknowledge where we're at too. And we have to acknowledge and not try to, Kool-Aid where we are. We're in the most crucial phase of development, and people get shaky in this phase, and we're going to acknowledge that. We're not going to hide from that. We're not going to run from that. We're not going to act like it doesn't exist. We're not going to fold up in a corner somewhere and get missing on people. And it's not what we're going to do. And because that's the worst thing that you could do in this time. That's the worst thing you could do. If you do something like that, you're going to fail. I don't care how good your product is, you're going to fail. I've seen it happen a ton of time in business. I've seen it happen a ton of time in rollout of different products within inside of a business. Right now is the most crucial time for everybody to be on the same page and be moving in the same direction. It's that important. So we'll talk about it at 11:30. So with that, guys, I'm out. Have a great day. We'll be back at you guys tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. And we'll do this all over again, and we'll see what rocks the cryptocurrency world between now and then. And man, it's been great. It's been great to be here. It's been great to talk to you guys. It's been great to hang out with you guys to last night and this morning. Man, it feels good to be back. Have a great day. See you guys at 11:30, and see you guys tomorrow morning back here. Appreciate you all. Be safe. and take your damn profits. Bye.